So I made a decision that I will no longer be living on a cloud. That I'll no longer just upload stuff and delete stuff and just, be assured that it's going to be on somebody else's platform. So I went and got these hard drives. This is a 5 terabyte, Western Digital passport. And this is an SSD, a portable SSD. It's supposed to be, 5 terabyte. There's a file on my MacBook. I don't know what it is. Once I added that folder to this 5 terabyte hard drive, I lost everything. It's not readable. It cannot be read anymore. So at least 2 years of backups is gone. I'm talking about website backups, photos, videos, masters for songs, everything gone, right? Also, here's a 32 gigabyte USB-C. And also it's not readable. I had it for a long time. So the question is, how long do your backups stay on your hard drives? Is there an expiration date? Because this is not readable. So whatever is on this, I can't even remember what's on it. But I know that there's music on it and there's a couple of things on it that I would love to know what's on it, but it's not readable either. So I have lost all of this plus the old hard drive. Over here, thank God I had some of it on Google Drive. I had especially the music on Google Drive. So I went and got an SSD because they told me at the Geek Squad that an SSD is what I should get. I got this little thing here, just to see if I could identify the problem. I started to add the folders from the MacBook, and one of the folders was corrupted. Something in one of the folders was corrupted, and this is now no longer readable. So this is just no good, and I lost everything from this one. My previous hard drive, which is the older one, it fell out of my hands when I had a lot of groceries in my hands, and it got damaged, and I lost everything from that one. That's about probably 2 years or more of backups, right? So I had to come up with a plan, a backup plan. And, if anybody got suggestions of anything better, you can let me know in the comments. But man, listen, I am not trying to lose everything, and I'm not living on a cloud with any of these companies. Like, I'm not doing it. Not with Google, not with Yahoo, not with iPhone. I mean, with Apple. I'm not living on a cloud and not have the access to my own masters, my own footage, my own ideas, if for whatever reason they wipe out the cloud. So what I'm doing here is I'm testing each folder to see which folder has the virus that's causing all my hard drives to crash. So I'm putting them on a 32 gigabyte SSD card, and then I'll delete it from the SSD card once the computer recognizes that SSD card. Then I'll repeat the process for every folder until I find the folder that has the corrupted files. Then I'll delete that, and then I'll be sure to be more prudent in organizing my my backups. So I will no longer be just putting stuff all on one hard drive, but instead I'm gonna do it by quarter. So every quarter will have a backup per category. You know what I'm saying? So basically got an entire backup plan here. And yeah, that's it, man. It's gonna be like this. I'll keep some on the cloud. Then the first step is, so I shoot whatever I'm shooting and record whatever I'm recording. I try to keep at least 50 gigabytes of cloud on 50 gigabytes of storage on cloud. That cost me about $2 a month. and I could put some on Google Drive, on Yahoo. Yahoo just increased their storage limit, and then before I back it up, I remind myself to test it to make sure that there's nothing corrupted in that folder. So anyway, first step, from the phone or from the device, the camera, I airdrop or transfer to the MacBook. Then I delete it from the photos into deleted files, but I keep the deleted files on the phone until, that's step number 3, until I back it up onto a separate SSD card or a drive, wherever I'm backing it up at. And I'm going to date it with the year and the quarter. For example, quarter 1, 2026, quarter 2, 2026, 3, 4, and so forth. Then when I have it backed up on Google Drive or Yahoo and SSDs, then and only then will I delete these videos from my iPhone to clear up space on the iPhone. The iCloud will be cleared up once I delete it, but keep it on the iPhone's hard drive, but it won't be deleted from the iPhone. And I'm shooting everything 4K, and I have an iPhone 16 Pro Max right now. And whenever I upgrade, it's always going to be Pro Max. So I'll make sure that I have at least, 250 gigabytes on the iPhone. And then I'll make sure that whatever card I'm using for the camera, I'm thinking about getting a Canon, a Canon R8. I'll make sure that that memory card has enough space and also has other backups, because this is how you lose everything. You lose everything by taking everything and dumping it on one hard drive, and then all of a sudden, one tiny corrupted file makes that entire hard drive unreadable, and you lost everything. Years and years and years of work. The other way you lose everything is by you putting everything on, keeping everything on YouTube and Instagram and wherever you're uploading your content, and then you violate one of their policies because you said something or posted something that offended somebody, and they delete your entire account, and you just lost 5-6 years of all your work. Nah, I'm not with that. That's not a plan. Your content with your image on it, your face, your ideas, this is your content. This is your masters. You know what I'm saying? That's your masters. So who owns your masters? What backup plan do you have for your masters? You're only as good, like building a business out of any of this if you have a backup plan. If you don't have a backup plan, then what's all of this for? So I lost everything, you're saying?
What it means is that the drive is not recognized, so that means that it's not working. Unfortunately.
So I lost everything.
When did you purchase this?
I bought all of this stuff in 2020. The MacBook, I bought cash.
Yeah.
So
in that case, you wouldn't even have any manufacturer warranty. Maybe in that case, you could have reached out to WD. But
so this is not a good way to store anything, basically.
Hard drives, they tend to fail. But 5 years, I would say 5 years is not enough. I mean, this was young.
So what is the other option to store things? Can I go back to CDs? Is there a way to go? This is
CDs would fail too. At some point, just like everything, they also deteriorate. Let me give this one a try.
All right.